cafe anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
That's Anne-Katrine, whom you've talked to before, huh?
Yes.
And the name of this show is called Mike's Daily Podcast. It's episode 1886, 1886. Hey, that was an important year. It was the year that I think we did hear the Paul Revere and the Midnight Ride. No, I have my times wrong. I think that was 1786. Or maybe I lied. 1776? I gotta open up a history book. Mike's Daily Podcast. I'm Mike Matthews. This is my lovely lady friend who's stopping by a cafe anyway. Thanks for, it's the second night in a row.
I know.
Mike's
We're on a roll.
Daily Podcast. And Basil's breathing. Yeah! Why the hell did they do this? As I've had Basil for as long as I've been doing this podcast, and he's had to put up with it all this time. But, you know, I guess that's how life is sometimes. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Oh. It's because I pick up my dog and I walk with him. And I've been doing it now for like 4 months or so. And I'm just really, some days I really feel it. Ooh. But then my lovely lady friend gave me an awesome massage. She just did the thing where they're rubbing the shoulder. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
That was so good. I was lifted up. I felt all my problems go away. I guess I should have prepared for today's show. I didn't really do too much in the preparation category. I'm just excited about the weekend and about maybe, 2 days off. I got 2 days off. Woo!
That's impressive. You work 7 days a week.
I do. But it's radio, so is it really work? I guess it is. And last show, we discussed adversity. And what else do we have?
And here's today's podcast picture.
We discussed, some of those odd Netflix fascination shows. Cool. Oh, you were telling me about the one with these wolves that had eluded the guy who was trying to find the wolves. And it's called Looking for Wolves. Instead of Dances with Wolves, it's called Looking for Wolves.
Walking with wolves.
Walking with wolves. And you were looking at this guy was looking for the wolves, and he didn't find them until he put a bunch of bananas out. Because the main wolf likes them. Oh, that's our wolf, Basil the boxer. The podcast picture is not of him, though. Can you see the podcast picture from where you are? Do you see that?
Kind of.
That's the when you were up in Lake Shasta, you took a picture of all these little flowers.
Oh, that was Stewart Mineral Springs.
Stewart Mineral Springs.
Yes.
All right, you've got to tell us why Stewart Mineral Springs. From what you told me, you go there and it's like you jump in the creek.
Yes.
Oh, but you don't jump in the creek right up first. You go to the sauna first, right?
You can if you want to. It's freezing. It's literally freezing.
But then, but you're first in a sauna, or what is it? A jacuzzi?
So if you want to do the whole experience, you first soak in the bath, in the mineral bath. Then you go into the sauna.
Do you smell funny after the mineral bath?
I haven't noticed, to be honest. Maybe.
Well, the people that stink don't notice.
Exactly. Since everyone else smells the same.
Yeah. But, okay. And then you go into the sauna?
Yes, after the bath, go into the sauna. And then after the sauna, you get all hot and sweaty. And then you go out into the creek and you complete the round by jumping into the cold water.
Oh.
The freezing water.
And how long are you in the freezing water for?
For as long as you can take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a jolt.
It is, actually.
And then do you just do it over and over again?
Yeah, you have about an hour. I think they give you an hour or an hour and a half to use the bath.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, you can stay as long as you want. You just use the sauna and the actual creek. And yeah, you can do as many rounds as you want.
How big's the sauna?
I'm not sure about square footage. I'm bad with that kind of thing.
Is it like a big, like kind of like our living room? Kind of.
Yeah, like the whole living room, and it's tiered. So there's kind of 2 levels. So you can have people sitting on the top, on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everyone naked?
Some people are. Although I think recently they banned nudity.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Lovely lady friend wants to drive down Coal Canyon Road to the nudist colony and check out all the nudes. It's the people that you never want to see naked, that want to be naked.
But it's just fascinating to me. See, I think your listeners might kind of be getting the idea that I'm pretty weird. I have a fascination with serial killers and now nude people.
I like that you said listeners, plural. But
yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're fascinating topics, nudity and murder.
Yes, sometimes they go hand in hand.
Murder. Yeah. Ugh. So, speaking of Coal Canyon, so Coal Canyon turns into Crow Canyon, to give you all these directions here in Castro Valley, but there is, the other night, you and I were driving home, and we're getting really close to Crow Canyon. I noticed, you didn't see her, but there was a woman with her top off to the side of the road. It was dark, and I could see her when the headlights flashed her. She was flashing us. That was interesting.
Her high beams were on.
Yes. So, nudity. That's what it's all about. Nakedness.
Yeah. I did not see this woman.
But you'd be comfortable with your body and just walking around up and down the street completely naked as we go outside a cafe anyway. We're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Is that what you're saying? Context.
It's about whether or not everybody else is doing it.
So if we were all naked, then it's okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I'd be very self-conscious, and I wouldn't like to do it. I say no. Okay. That's just me. The way I was raised, and I always had clothes on. Yeah, people always put clothes on me. I don't like the whole "hey, look at me" type thing. Mm-hmm. But I guess when you're naked in public, you're not thinking about that, or are you? Are you being exhibitionistic? That's my thought. Question to you. 3 + 3 = 6 Daily. That's 336 Daily. Is for Mike Matthews Daily, as in Daily Podcast. Now, I guess I am pretty exhibitionistic. By the way, we've been doing pretty good with the Daily Podcasts. We've done a couple in a row.
Yeah. I mean, it's, again, all context. You do a podcast. That's being exhibitionistic.
That's exactly where I was going back to. Thank you. And I share a lot about myself, but there's a lot of stuff I don't. Like, I don't give out my social security number or anything like that.
Good Lord, no.
And I guess some stuff I keep private, but I talk about things that I think work in the context of a podcast where you're listening and there's entertainment value in it, and maybe we can learn something together through it.
You can learn being naked.
You can learn being naked. I guess I could rip off all my clothes right now.
Let's try it.
Okay, let me get the ripping sound effect here. And ta-da! We're naked now. Outside a cafe anyway. Oh, by the way, see that awesome picture that lovely lady friend took at the Stewart Mineral Springs with the poppies. Is it poppies? I don't know what they call those.
I can't see them from here.
You can't see the you can't because I'm naked and you're distracted is what it is.
Yes.
Hey, look who else is naked out here, which we wish they weren't. Hello, my commercials, Madame Rootabega, and I am naked and free. Ooh, Hello, lovely lady friend.
Hi, Madame Rootabega. It's so nice to see you, all of you.
What do you think about these jugs?
They're lovely.
I know. I got these at the garage sale. I'm going to put all kinds of alcohol in them. Ooh, it's the jugs.
All right, easy.
And my breasts are nice, too. Oh,
They are, yes.
Chicken breasts. I brought some chicken breasts to cook out on the barbecue.
Oh, delicious.
Chicken breasts and alcohol in jugs.
What more can you ask for?
Look who else is here, a naked Valentino.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that? We're naked.
Yeah, Mike. Sometimes we need to shed our clothes.
Yeah, clothes. Do you know that?
Do you drive other people's cars naked?
Oh, yeah. And then I get stuck.
Oh, no.
I get stuck to the upholstery.
I don't know if I feel bad for you or for the owner of the car.
That's right. You should feel bad for me because you're empathetic.
Yes.
I don't think people are that empathetic anymore. Or fazed by nudity, apparently, because everyone's naked here outside a cafe anyway. Including Basil. But the thing is, empathy. Oh, Basil just made a little grunt. Did you hear that? He's like, wait, I'm naked? What?
He's snoring.
What happened? Oh, he's snoring. The podcast has put him to sleep. All right, we'll get back to the empathy question. But first, I wanted to tell a really quick story. And that is, I work for a company that one of the things we like to discuss is things that have to do with churches. And the thing about churches, you may or may not know this, is that they need to make money. Yes, they get tax deductions on the taxes with the property taxes and whatnot, but they got to make money in order to pay for other things. So here is one of the things I was thinking about was this church in Castro Valley that you and I, we've never gone to a service there, but in some ways we have given a lot of money to this church because there's a church here that has a coffee place, and we've been to it many times, called Cafe 4. I gave them a free plug, even though they charge way too much for their coffee. And they're wonderful. What's that? Is it Jasmine? No, not Jasmine. Lilac?
Their lemonade, lavender lemonade.
Lavender lemonade. Their lilac lemonade. Their lavender lemonade. And we met my friend Sylvia there. Okay, here's what I was telling the guy. Okay, so it's a Christian radio station that I work for. And I'm talking to the general manager. And we're trying to come up with topics that might interest pastors that might go to this event that we're going to do. Okay? And I go, one of the topics could be thinking outside the box, making money for your church. That is not the conventional means, and one of them is open up a bordello. Oh, wait, no, I open up a coffee house. I get those two words mixed up.
I can see how that could happen.
They're both French.
Right.
And so, and he said, like, what do they do at this church? I go, well, they have this coffee place, and they also do more secular type musicals like Beauty and the Beast. I think they did Aladdin. They do a lot of the Disney stuff. And then at the end of the performances, the pastor will come out and say a couple of like a little sermon and tie the oh, that guy was ugly in the Beauty and the Beast. He was a beast. But what did Belle see inside the beast? He saw say it with me, his inner beauty. That's what Jesus sees in us, is our inner beauty. That's my typical pastor voice. Do you like it? That's just my go-to impressionistic.
Southern.
But no, but also, well, all the mega churches have Southern type of pastors. That's where I know I overgeneralize and stereotype that. But here's the thing is they do this a lot when they do a sermon. They ask questions to the audience to make sure that they're all listening and involved. So maybe I should do that on my podcast, right?
Keep me on my toes.
Yeah. And you think And what do we do with the podcast? We listen. That's right. We listen and we ask questions. So, but that's next time you go to a church sermon, you'll notice sometimes that the pastor is asking a lot of questions to the audience to make sure they're awake. But that wasn't where I was going to go. So Sylvia met us at a coffee house. Remember that time?
I do.
And Sylvia's a Buddhist. And Sylvia, I don't know if she's still listening or not. Wait. A Buddhist? Yeah, Buddhist. And she gave me the little Buddhist book once at the church. We're in the lobby of the church at the coffee house. Anyway, I just found that interesting. I was just remembering that. Shout out to Sylvia. And she works with lavender and essential oils. If you need essential oils, I'll hook you up with Sylvia.
They're very good.
3 + 3 = 6. M as in Mike Matthews Daily. Where the podcast is daily and we shed our clothes and shed them. We shed them is what I said. And we're empathetic.
We're peeling the outer layers to get to the inner beauty.
That's right. And that's what this show is about today, is your inner beauty. And because Belle could see the inner beauty of the beast, right?
Right.
But not the Christian beast, which is the devil. The Disney beast, which was the guy that ends up being handsome at the end. With the, when all the fur falls off his body. What's that say about that, right? Why are you laughing? It's almost as if you know about my own back fur, but enough of that. See,
wasn't he under a spell?
That's right.
It's not that the fur just fell off his body. Like alopecia.
Disney broaches very difficult topics like alopecia.
Yes.
But see, I have alopecia on my head. The rest of my body, I'm never naked because I have all this fur covering me up.
We should take some of the... Well...
I don't share enough on this podcast. Are you saying take the back hair and put it on my head? That's been done to other guys, and it looks ridiculous.
Oh, we're just going to take some of the hair follicles that are growing on the back of your head and put them in your skull. That doesn't sound dangerous in any way or form, or like you're entirely too vain that you're going to go and do this kind of idiocy. You're so vain. You probably think the song is a Carole King song, but it's actually the other one.
Carly Simon.
Don't you. And we were thinking of that other Carly Simon song the other day. I know nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, I'll be coming around again. Na 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 na, da 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 da. That was mid-'80s. See, she had a long career. People don't realize Carly Simon was married to Warren. No, did she date Warren Beatty?
I have no idea.
Supposedly, You're So Vain is about him. She was married to James Taylor.
Okay.
Whenever I see your smiling face, I just smile right back because I love you. And he also did How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. He did a cover of that.
Okay.
And he also did You Just Call Out My Name. That's a Carole King song. Whenever I'll come running, winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got the end of this podcast. So ask yourself if you're empathetic, if you're mean, if you have kindness, and if you feel sad for those poor wolves being poisoned and murdered. And where was that at? In Africa?
No.
It's on Netflix.
It's a southern province in India. I don't remember.
That's right, India. Mm-hmm. Oh, I feel bad for the wolves in India, or the rains down in Africa. And Basil's sleeping. So empathy. I don't know. You were going to chime in?
What don't you know?
I don't know where else to go. I guess they'll wrap up the show. That's what I want to say. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. So you can check out the podcast picture that lovely lady friend took at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Thank you for listening. Tell all your friends. And whatever. I guess that's pretty much all I had to say about that. So we'll get to it. We're excited because we're going to see Brian Ferry a week from this Saturday. It's going to be awesome because he sings the song,
You're running with me. You don't touch the ground. Let the restless heartache locked and chained and bound. And the spring is turning your face to mine. I can see you laughing. I can see you smile. Slave to love. Oh, slave to love. And you can't escape. I'm a slave to love.
Yes.
Did you know David Gilmour from Pink Floyd plays the guitar solo on that?
Did not.
You can tell because David Gilmour likes to do a little bit of a slide thing. I was going to pull my middle finger out, but that was last show. But yeah, don't they use the middle finger with the little thing they put around it, the metal thing? It makes the slide noise. It's awesome. Bonnie Raitt does it. But Bonnie Tyler has a total eclipse of the heart, and that's the end of the show, I guess. Somebody said to me today that my head that I have, because it's round, is like when I walk in front of the sun, and and I get in between them and the sun, it's like an eclipse. It's a mic clips is what it is. Shall we end it there?
With the mic clips?
Yes.
Yes.
My interesting mic quip. Okay. Thank you, lovely lady friend, for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Next show, we'll be naked again, and we'll bring you the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the engineer.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!